Hello, everyone, and welcome to TBO. On today's episode, Dan, it's 13 years in the making. Avatar 2, Electric Boogaloo,
Honestly,
is out.
I have lost all motivation for this podcast just because of this film, and I do not want to do a discussion on it, but we're going to have to anyway.
Tough. However, good news. I gave James Cameron a shot. He had one chance to drag me back in. He failed, so we're not watching any of the sequels.
Thank goodness for that, because even
Anyway,
if the new
let's rag on
ones
this movie.
get good reviews, so is this one, and this one's awful.
So did the first one.
Although, before we
Look.
get into details, I want to ask a very serious question.
Mm-hmm.
What is a worse film, this or Morbius?
My brain is calculating.
It shouldn't be this hard to decide, but it is. It is quite... Because I actually find Morbius a better plot.
I have watched Morbius twice. I will not watch this again.
Morbius
So
is short,
I-
right? It's painful, but it's short. This is painful and
Yes.
long.
This is probably two Morbiuses. How long was Morbius? Because I can guarantee you it's the same length. I've probably been in the cinema the same amount of time for both.
I think Morbius is less than 2 hours.
Runtime. 1 hour and 44 minutes. So 3 hours.
Yeah,
30.
Avatar's long.
So it is
It's
literally
about the
like
same length.
20 minutes more for Morbius.
Twice, but I still
maybe
think
excluding all credits. So maybe, but I did probably walk out once for the credits because I wasn't sticking around for the credits again. So I've probably spent like 10 minutes. No, because I didn't wait around for the end credits because there was no end credit for Avatar. Oh, by the way, full spoilers.
yes,
I don't
full
care.
Spoilers.
We're full spoilering this entire movie because like either a lot of people are going to see it or people who don't give a shit are not going to go see it.
How do we start this discussion? I don't know where a good point to start is.
What was your reaction to the first one? The first ever Avatar, 13 years ago. Little 7-year-old Dan, 9-year-old?
9-year-old, thank you very much. Although I don't think I
9-year-old
watched it when
Dan.
I was 9. I think I watched it when I was like 10 or 11. So
I watched it at 10. So I watched it in the cinema. I didn't watch it in 3D. I didn't give a shit about the 3D. I didn't want to watch it in 3D. I didn't watch this one in 3D.
I only watched
Or
Avatar
IMAX.
once, I think. Maybe I watched it twice, the first one.
I feel like I've watched it twice, but I don't think I have.
I think I'm in the same boat. I don't know.
I think I might have. I don't think I have.
E-
No, 'cause
either way.
I would never willingly watch it. 'Cause
What
I definitely watched it in cinemas, but I don't think I was gonna go watch the I was gonna watch it on Disney Plus before, and then they took it off, and I went, "Fuck it, I'm not going to the cinema to watch this." And then they've added it back, but it was too late, and I didn't want to watch it again.
Yeah. As far as I can remember about the first one, is that I thought it was fine, but it was so long, and it wasn't worth watching it again. That's what I remember.
Well, you fucking fell for it, Dan, because it's the exact same movie, but it's longer.
I think this is worse. Like
Yes.
The second one, there's actually character development. So the first
This
one,
is
there's
just-
character development, and like there's
Well,
actual.
this is the exact
progression.
same character development.
No, but there is no character development. What?
No,
Who develops
because
as a
Jake
character?
Sully has no fucking point.
Yeah, because
He learns to love his son again.
Well, yeah, but that's not really
Which at the beginning of the
do you
movie,
mean?
he's like, "I love my son."
He only loved his son. He just thought he kept screwing up, and he was like, "Oh, you didn't screw up this time. Well done, kid. You did well." That's not character development. That's giving him praise.
Okay, I'm gonna say this to my first reaction, which was, which I texted to our group chat. This is the friend who you've not been in contact with for 13 years, comes back to you. He's got a family now. He's been on vacation, and he spends the next 3 hours of your life just shoving pictures in your face about his vacation with his family. Now, I'm gonna say what I said. I don't give two shits about your family. But your vacation pictures, kind of nice to look at. But I also got bored after like the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, this film is like watching a demo. It's like a 3-hour TV demo.
It's The Lion King. it's the rebooted Lion King. It's just visual. It's a visual tech demo. There's no story substance to it because you could always just watch the first one.
Like I said, I feel like I'm in John Lewis, looking at the new TVs. What carries?
I didn't even think it looked that good.
No.
Honestly, I've seen better
CGI.
CGI. No, I didn't get immersed in any of it.
No,
I know it's
the
all
fact
fucking fake.
How long it was, like how much of the scenes were CGI, and it was most of it was done in good lighting. Is quite impressive. It's a very impressive visual.
But there's shots where all the avatars are like in a group.
There are a few shots where I was like, that's a bit questionable, but I will give them the benefit of the doubt. 95% of this film's CGI.
Oh, I've got a new point that I need to add. Okay,
so
cool.
I will say that looks good. What annoyed me, however, was the fact everything was done in 48 FPS.
I didn't notice it, but I also can understand why it would annoy you.
It really annoyed me, and to give the reason why it annoyed me.
Because every normal movie is 24 frames per second.
Well, yeah, but it's not sort of like against change, but to me, it doesn't feel like watching a film. Because in your brain, you associate 24 frames per second with a film, right? But if you see 48 frames per second,
I don't really ever think about it.
It looks more like a game or a YouTube video. It doesn't look like a film. And when I was watching it, I couldn't get into
48 frames per second.
What's that?
You didn't watch it in IMAX, did you?
No.
Okay. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, so I say most films are done 24 FPS. And having that jump just really took me out of the cinema, and I couldn't feel like I just relax and get into the story. I was just constantly reminded of this isn't a film. And it was quite weird at some points because it wasn't constantly 48 frames per second. Sometimes it would drop for just random scenes, and there was no reason for it. It's not like Spider-Man.
Yeah, it is. It's only certain scenes that I think most action scenes are 48 frames per second.
No, nearly everything's 48 frames per second. I've got a good eye for this now. Nearly everything's 48 frames per second, apart from a few talking scenes. Any of the wide-angle shots, they're all 48 frames per second.
Avatar 2 was shot in multiple frames. Fuck off. Avatar 2 was shot in multiple frames rates, primarily using 48 frames per second for action and underwater sequences, and more traditional 24 frames per second for simpler scenes.
Yeah, that's just like the talking ones. But like the thing is, the whole film is underwater or massive visual scenes. That is the film. There is no simple scenes.
No, the first hour and 15 minutes is in the jungle, and it's recapping the first one. As I timed on my watch when I was like, oh my god, it took how long to get to the fucking water? It was annoying. It's just a rehash of the first one, but underwater. It's Jake Sully gets introduced, all the humans are back, they're now in avatar bodies. The same villain is back.
That is unforgivable. The fact they brought back the same villain.
Look, I can understand that, but he does nothing in the entire movie, and there's no satisfying conclusion because that James Cameron has to set this up for another 4 fucking films.
I thought that's ending Avatar 4.
No, it's 5.
Ugh.
And also James Cameron is now talking about 6 and 7. This is his
development.
No, because he's saving it all for the next ones. He's throwing in shit to pay off in the next one. That stupid child of Jake Sully's, which is the Jesus of the world, I guess, that just has the powers of all the fucking tree, just sits there playing with fish whilst her family is drowning under a boat. She just sits there and fucking plays with the fucking glowy fish to try and scoop them all up and then send them to go find her family. But she spends a good 5 minutes whilst her family's just drowning. It's so retarded. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I think this whole film feels like it was a really rushed sequel that had a really short turnaround.
Really rushed sequel after 13 years.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? But no one's saying that because it's been 13 years, so it's not rushed. But it just feels like it is.
This long to write a script, and it's still this generic and this shit. I don't think he gives a shit about any of these characters. I think he just wants to make pretty visuals.
Yeah,
and then he just fills in the blanks later. I don't get it. It's genuinely infuriating to me how annoyingly mediocre this movie is. Like,
I wouldn't say. I think it's worse than mediocre. Like, a mediocre film, I would say, is Morbius.
true. Well, yeah.
I think this is worse than Morbius. I think this is actually just a bad film. It may look good. I'll give it that. It looks good.
I don't think that looks that good.
I think it does. And a lot of people do agree that it looks good.
Look. From an aspect of the technical achievement, I think that's good. I just don't think it looks good. That's an aesthetic choice.
Okay, yeah. Look,
I can understand the appeal of the technology behind it and how all the water looks fucking incredibly like clear and like that one shot where he straps it that everyone keeps praising, like that's entirely CGI. And it looks real.
If you don't like the style of it, that's fine. But
I don't like the style. I don't think any of the. I don't think any of the. It looks interesting to me.
I think it's still going to win the Oscar.
I check out. Like I never looked like the visuals of the first one.
Yeah.
And you spend an hour and 15 minutes in the thing again, and I'm like, I don't care about any of this. And then I look at all of the water, and I'm like, okay, I can see water in the real world. It's just got weird sea creatures and a big whale.
Do you think this will win the Oscar for like best visual effects?
Yes.
Yeah, a bit. I think it has to. Right?
Obviously.
Yeah.
It's like, what else? I don't even think I can name. It's not going to be Thor: Love and Thunder. Let's give it that.
Yeah, I think it has to be this. I mean, everything else sucks CGI wise recently, right? Nothing's had a consistently good.
That I have watched that had better CGI.
There's nothing. There is nothing.
Morbius had terrible CGI. Chip and Dale, that was good. Bullet Train, the whole entire train like background is CGI.
But Bullet Train is such a good film, man. Compare this to Bullet Train.
Yeah, no, there's like been nothing. Maybe Jurassic World Dominion because of the dinosaurs, but like, it's not a good film.
How much has this made so far?
Let's get into the story. Let's just recap some of the story. Well, yes, the first story, the rehash. Okay, because I got some points. Right, 1, Jake Sully is meant to be set up as this caring father, right? His whole monologue at the beginning, narrated. Love that. Just randomly, Jake Sully pops in to narrate over nonsense. It happens quite a few times in this movie. Just random Jake Sully narrating what happened on screen. Can't tell that from context. No, I need Jake Sully to come back in and narrate.
Yeah.
He's the worst fucking dad ever. He's the worst dad ever, right? Can we just agree? He's a terrible dad. He's a terrible dad.
He just seems like that kind of
He
really
prioritizes
cheesy...
his favorite son and just bullies the one that he thinks is the fuck up.
Yeah, it just feels like that old like 80s show where you've got like a military dad or something. That's what it feels like. A lot of this thing does, especially when you got later on.
Also, fucking Zoe Saldana, Neytiri, is like just pushed to the sidelines immediately.
Yeah, I don't think she gets anything to do with this, right?
She gets basically, I don't want to leave my home and everything. And then Jake's like, nah, babe, I know what we're doing. Fuck you. You're a fighter. You want to fight everything. And then it's just Jake Sully going, no, I'm going to be a pacifist. I'm going to take our family away from the people we're trying to protect. Even though the military could just go and fucking kill them anyway. And now they don't have Jake Sully's military tactics to follow.
But
so
you know
he just
what?
left.
If he followed Neytiri and actually just stayed and fight.
Yeah, just kill them.
No, but if you just stayed and fight and just had the whole film based around that, that would actually still be way more interesting than what we got.
Yeah. We don't need them to go to a fucking fish place where they're doing the rehash of the native people teach them the way of the water. It's just the exact same movie. It's the way of the forest, but now it's the way of the water. Oh my god, that's where the title came from. Well done, James Cameron, you're a genius.
And supposedly all the next sequels are just about visiting different parts of Pandora. So prepare yourself.
So he's
for...
just gonna drag his family. I guarantee you, what it is gonna be the Earth tribe, the Water tribe, the Fire tribe, the Wind tribe, and then they're all gonna, in the 5th film, all come together, and it's gonna be a big CGI battle of blue people with slightly different tones of blue, just battling some mech robot people. It's gonna be so good. I'm gonna be so sad that I'm not watching it because I don't give a shit anymore.
Well, did you ever?
I wanted to give this movie a chance, but it lost me because it took an hour and 50 minutes to do anything.
Well, even then, it didn't do anything. It just shows more.
No, it just shows you
visuals.
water. Yeah, it's just more water. Also, Jake Sully's dumb because he drags his family to the Water tribe, and he knows that the military is after him, so he just puts the fucking fish people in harm's way. He's like, oh, I don't care about the fish people. I'm just gonna fucking let my tree people not die, even though they could just go and kill them now, because why not? Also, Spider's dumb. I don't like this inclusion of a small child who wasn't in the first one, but they've retroactively added.
And it's also just adding a pet, like as a human pet. Like, what? That's so weird.
I wanted Nateri to kill him. It would have been much better. Like,
Yeah.
She hates humans. She's married to one, but he's blue, so it doesn't matter. That's dumb.
There's no racism.
She's
in
like,
it.
yeah, it's dumb. Her motivation makes no sense because it's like, you hate humans, but you like Norm, I guess, who's one of the humans. You like the other guy who's human, I guess, who's working there. You like your husband, who was a human, just because he's blue now makes it okay.
Yeah.
She should have just killed Spider if she hated him. You have and then she could have been like a villain. But her motivation would make sense.
No, but that would have characters have character development. You got to remember that doesn't exist here. Also, these characters, they are like black and white, good and evil, right? There is no grey area.
No.
Like they are
Jake
either
Sully is the
saints
embodiment of...
or pure evil.
Well, no, Jake Sully's dumb. He's not good. He's dumb. He's
Yeah, but
simpleton.
his intentions are good. Like, he has very good intentions.
No, they're not.
What? Saving his family?
That's not a good intention.
What do you mean that's not a good intention?
Because it
to
just...
save
No,
your
because
family?
it's like a good intention, but it's the dumbest way of doing it.
Oh yeah, it's not saying he's not dumb, but he still has a good intention if he wants to save his family.
Yeah, but if he wanted to
That's
save
a
his
good
family,
thing.
just snap
he
the
doesn't
neck
want
of the
to keep
guy who's
fighting
hunting
people.
you.
He doesn't want to keep
Just
killing
snap-
people. He wants to just
Yeah,
save
but-
his family and go away from war and just protect everyone.
How many people died in the process of him just hiding?
How many people die protecting Vision?
How many whales got poached because that dude couldn't fucking just go and snap the neck of the military leader?
Also, that annoyed me as well. They're on about saying, "Oh, the whales are only getting poached because of Jake Sully." No, they're not. They're poaching them anywhere. They're just only poaching in that
Anyway.
area. Huh?
Yeah. Anyway, you said anyway.
Oh yeah. Well, they're only poaching it in that area because of Jake Sully, but they're poaching them everywhere else anyway.
Yeah, because it's the new unobtainium, which is a whale ambergris.
Yeah, which is just
They've taken
Not
the plot of
at all.
Futurama, but it
it's
stops aging,
Yeah,
and
but-
it's only £80 million, which
you know
seems
Simpsons
stupidly
parodied
cheap. Huh?
You know Simpsons parodied that.
So did Futurama.
What? No, I mean Simpsons literally parodied Avatar, exactly, of a goop that stops people aging. Like years ago.
I thought that was what unobtainium did. Also, why has the military just given up on the unobtainium?
I don't know. They keep.
Why is there still no, like, did they get it all, I guess? Because they blew up that tree in the first one.
I don't know. It's so stupid.
Also, can I talk about fingers? Because I didn't understand this. Because everyone, like, talks about how the avatars, like Jake Sully's kids, have weird fingers.
Yeah.
I found out that apparently the avatars have 4 fingers, the human ones have 5.
Yeah.
I didn't know that because there's never like a close up
Well, no,
of any of the.
the avatars have 4 because they're not. The avatars isn't the name of the Na'vi. It's called
Yeah.
Avatar because Jake Sully is operating an avatar of the Na'vi.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
Okay,
I
fine.
should
The
criticize that.
Na'vi have 5 fingers, 4 fingers, and the
Yeah.
avatars have 5, and his weird kids have 5. But why? Did they not genetically just cut off a finger?
I think it's maybe might have been like a
Because
hindsight.
I didn't see any of that, so I was just like, why the fuck are they talking about their fingers? What's wrong with their hand?
I'm smart enough to understand what.
Yeah, I
happened.
got it, but I never saw the hand of the other characters long enough for me to go, oh, they have 5 fingers. I thought it
I
was
noticed
because
it,
they
yeah,
had
yeah.
no. I thought it was because they had weird flipper fingers.
No, it's the number of fingers they have.
But I'd never seen Natiri's hand close enough for me to see that she has 4 fingers.
I spent a lot of the film just watching the hands to see.
I didn't.
But
I'm sorry, I
I-
don't have a hand fit.
Natiri did have. They did show a couple scenes where she was missing her pinky finger.
I don't care enough about hands, and then it suddenly just comes a problem, and I'm like, okay, why? I haven't been paying attention to the hands.
But I really hate.
I've been trying to avoid looking at these weird naked blue people who they have children titties running around for a bit.
Yeah,
Did you like Sigourney Weaver's weird tit in the Bacta tank?
I didn't notice that.
They literally they zoom in and her tit is on like dead corpse, just titty, and it's blue because she's the Avatar body. It's the first thing you see. It's like one of the first things you see in the movie, and I was just like, okay, James Cameron, this is how you're doing it.
But it's so random, like how that Sigourney Weaver original character got pregnant. It's never explained.
It's
They
the
just
tree.
go, "Hmm?"
It's the
They
tree.
didn't say that.
No, but that's
They
apparently
just say, "Oh,
meant to-
somehow that happened." Great.
No, they do. They do have a conversation. The kids start bullying Sigourney Weaver's character as the child by talking about how her mum got dicked down by Norm or the other guy. I was expecting her to be like I don't want it, but I didn't. I was expecting James Cameron to reveal that she got raped by the Colonel or something, and that's the child. And I was like, oh, that's disturbing. Also, why is the Avatar body pregnant? I'm guessing it's because of the tree. Because when they tried to resurrect her body, it pumped it all into her. And then, this is what people have been saying. This is never explained, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I'm assuming it's going to happen in the next 4 billion Avatar sequels.
Actually, I don't think it ever is, and I think James Cameron was basically just couldn't be bothered and thought, oh,
He
let's
just wanted a Christ-like figure. Immaculate conception.
Yeah, I don't know what, but
Because he loves a godchild baby thing. Also, his kids are so annoying. I didn't like any of them.
I don't
like-
think any of the kids in any of the.
Also,
Not
I
just
can't
his
tell his 2 fucking twin brothers, not twin brothers, because they're 2 different ages.
Yeah,
I couldn't fucking
yeah.
tell which one was which. When one of them died, I was like, which one died? I really couldn't fucking tell the difference. I really didn't give 2 shits.
Yeah, and it was really meant to be an emotional scene, but I just wasn't moved by that. I was like, all right, he's dead.
Also, it's the dumbest fucking way to die. He just gets shot. Like, he
It's
could
so
have just
boring.
just wait till they're not shooting. Like, wait till they reload, then run, you dumbass. But no,
And
he
if you're
just
gonna have
runs
the
whilst
character
they're
die,
spraying.
make him die with something a bit more impactful.
Yeah, make him die at the hands of the actual villain.
Yeah, the hands of the villain,
Not just a
or,
random henchman who, I guess, doesn't die.
or
was
as a
it at the hands of the
sacrifice of
villain?
something, or as
Well, he
you
does
know-
sacrifice because he pushes them out the way and they run to the water.
Oh yeah, but it's
And
not-
then he stays behind for some stupid reason when the guy's reloading, and then he gets shot when he sprays a bullet at him.
it's dumb. It's just dumb.
But yeah, also then the boat starts sinking. Also, that's a thing that people have pointed out that I also noticed whilst I was in the movie. That entire fight sequence at the end, there's a whole warrior tribe that's meant to be there fighting, and they just fuck off. They don't even have their kid. They don't even have the clan leaders don't even have their daughter. She's just there, and they're like, well, fuck right. Well, they're drowning. We don't care. Fuck off. They're not around anymore. It's so dumb.
They're saying
like,
good riddance.
Also, I don't find that action sequence. I think Natiri shooting a bunch of people, good. Jake Sully trying to just shoot a gun, boring. It's so boring watching Jake Sully fight. Because it's just a military guy with a gun. Whereas Natiri is just a fucking psycho at that moment. Just stabbing people with bows.
This whole thing is just boring.
Oh, it
There's-
was so boring.
It's 3 hours of literally nothing.
It's 3 hours of dumb kids doing dumb things in the dumbest way, saying bro a lot. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
Bro. I'm just like,
is
surfer
so
talk
bad.
nonsense. Like, these actors, I'm sorry, but they're shit. Their voice dialogue was shit. I'll give the child, the Kiri,
No, but is that the actor's
little
fault,
girl,
or is that the screenwriter's fault?
both. Because they can't, they're doing terrible work with it. They're doing like,
It's so bad to start off with anyway.
oh yeah, it's terrible dialogue, but like, they're still doing a shit job of actually, because you can sort of sell it if you're like, sincere, I guess. But they're just like, bruh. And it's just like, okay.
And I really hate how the Water Tribe was making fun of the kids for being different.
Different.
And I was like, that's such a tired
Such a generic
cliche now.
fucking thing. They should have been like, yeah, we're also the forced love interest,
Yeah.
which you know is going to happen in the next one, where it's like that Water Tribe and the Earth Tribe or whatever, their kids fall in love, so they're bonded and their teams are now together. So shit. I like that character, but like fucking hell, it was boring to watch them because there's like they have no chemistry.
No.
There's just like one glance that's like really long, and you're like, oh god, this is gonna happen. And then it's just like she talks to her whale partner, and it's like, I found a boy, and it's like, oh for fuck's sake. And then he finds the one whale that led a rebellion and killed a bunch of them because they got fucked, and then everyone went, oh no, that's the bad one. It's so dumb.
Is there anything you liked in this film? That
guy's arm getting chopped off.
Yeah, I was going to say, that arm. I laughed out loud in that cinema when I saw his arm getting chopped off.
I hope he comes back. I won't ever see him again, but I hope he comes back and he's just got a metal arm or something.
Ah, they're going to do the Kingsman version.
And also, if James Cameron wants to rip off generic plots, make that his Moby Dick. And it's just him with a metal spear arm, just trailing the oceans, just trying to find that fucking thing. And he just spears the other Jake Sully kid that I don't give a shit about. And it's like, okay, cool.
It's the fact James Cameron has been just chatting absolute breeze the last few years. Just been complaining about other film directors, complaining about how Marvel is as a franchise. And then produces this.
A franchise.
Like, a franchise. There's a quote from him somewhere that says, films aren't based off what they look like. I'm paraphrasing there or something. And then,
yeah, look, I'm not saying James Cameron's a shit director, because he's done a lot of good movies.
He has a lot of good things, but this is not good.
This stuff is shit. Like, you can hate on James Cameron for making a shit movie. It doesn't make his other stuff bad.
No,
and make him a bad director.
This is bad.
It's just you got to acknowledge this is shit.
Yeah, but in fact, he's made this after making his comments.
Like, Steven Spielberg's made shit movies. He's still a good director. Like, nothing's taking that away. Like, everyone makes something shit. Like, actors have been in shit movies. Like, everyone's made a dog pile of shit. You don't have to suck his tick because he made some good movies. You can acknowledge that this is a terrible fucking movie.
And as I talk about every time from my personal discussion, the musical score in this as well was also dull and unoriginal.
I didn't notice it.
You never noticed, you never noticed any score.
I noticed scores. I just didn't notice this one because it's so boring.
It's so dull and at this point, it's so dull and unoriginal. It doesn't add to the film in any way. There's like some suspense music.
Okay, no. Back to your other thing. There is one thing I liked.
Oh, what's that?
I liked the design of those little underwater scooter animals that they have.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Those are okay. The weird angry fish ones that Jake Sully rides, I don't like that design. But I like the weird cute one that all the kids use. I thought that was good. But yeah, I didn't give a shit. Yeah, okay, look, I'll give the credit where credit is due. I feel like they could have made the bad guy interesting.
How much better, right? It's fine to bring the Colonel back to as an avatar, but make him good. Not good, but make him just...
Well, no, this is what I feel this movie is setting up. because basically it's just memories. It's not him. Because
Yeah.
he's dead, and he crushes his skull, which I thought was dumb.
Like, you just crashed your own skull. Why did you do that?
Also, I was really hoping in this movie that he gets the scratches on his face again. Just for no... Because he looks like Jake Sully in the first one. I kept looking and going, that's Jake Sully. But it's not. They had to give Jake Sully dreadlocks because it's to differentiate him. But if you look at the avatar side by side with like Jake Sully in the first one, I keep thinking it was him. Like I kept having the problem of all these blue fucking people look the same. And that sounds racist, but they're fucking made up and you could have made them more distinct. Like you made them teal for the fucking underwater people. That was the only difference, but I just kept looking at them going, which one's better?
I wouldn't say they all look the same, but there's definitely a few.
There's a lot of generic nonsense.
I say
in
like,
these
there's like groups of them. There's like groups of them that look the same.
Yeah, the
Because,
fucking brothers that are meant to be like a couple
Yeah,
years
they look
apart.
the same.
I kept fucking going which one was which. Fucking Jake Sully and Colonel look exactly the same. His fucking squad of nonsense people, just dumb. I find that the fucking I don't get what the fucking I get the fucking point of the movie. Like I get what James Cameron is trying to say. The way he does it is dumb. Ugh. Okay. What else is in this movie?
I honestly don't remember, and I watched it about a few hours ago.
Yeah, Dan's watched it today, like literally a couple hours ago, and I watched it a week ago in the fucking freezing cold of Britain at like -10 degrees. And I trekked through snow, down hills. I fucked up my legs really bad to watch this movie. I had no water because of the snow in the UK and at D4. That was fun.
Yeah, I'm also trying to question why do I hate this film so much, because I'm
I'm trying to figure it out.
expecting this exactly.
I
all
was
of
expecting
this.
not to like it, and I was like, wow. I was like, just like, okay. This is my diagnosis. I texted it to our group chat, as I have mentioned earlier, and I was just like, that is the perfect summary of this movie. Like, it's just someone trying so hard to make you care that you just don't.
But it's annoying how much better it can be by just so much easier
Well, look,
to do
if
it.
I was thinking, because they're trying to make the bad guy good, but the way they did it is fucking shit because the character that they chose to attach it to was the most annoying character in the movie, which was that stupid spider kid. Because, one, he doesn't exist in the first one, I don't think. And they just kind of create him so that they can do it. And then he's doing blackface, basically. Or blueface. He's doing virtual blueface. But the interesting thing that they could have done is that he's a kid who's grown up with the avatars. And I feel this is what they were trying to do. Whereas now the guy who hates fucking whatever I'm just going to call them avatars. I don't care. They're all blue. It's all the same. I don't care. The Na'vi. There we go. I remembered the word.
There you go. You know eventually.
He's now a Na'vi, but he's an avatar Na'vi. And he hated them, and now he is one. And he's got all the benefits of one. And same way Jake Sully does. And he's kind of learning the way of the fucking land with his son. And the son is grown up on it, and he's a human. And his dad loves humans, but now he isn't a human. And his son wants to be a Na'vi, but isn't a Na'vi. Right?
Right?
Could have been interesting. The way they do it is fucking stupid, because that kid's dumb as fuck. And just leads the dad around, goes, oh yeah, here's where these are. I'm just gonna stand around, just letting this happen. Just gonna keep telling him where things are. And it's just like, okay. Cool. It's dumb. I just... There's so much dumb shit in this. Also, they have like a 40-minute killing a whale montage. It was so drawn out. I was just like...
Yeah.
He's just explaining it. I feel like James Cameron just wants to kill a whale in real life.
It's really hard to discuss a film when nothing happens.
No, things happen. They're just not interesting.
Well, no,
enough
but
to
it's
talk.
a lot of the same.
Well, it's the fucking first movie again.
No, more
Because
things happen in the
they
first
have the
film.
exact same scene where Jake Sully tries to capture that big dragon bird thing, but they just give it to the bad guy.
No, this is the first film where less things happen, but it's still longer.
Mm.
Which is
Also, his kids get captured twice for no reason. They're just there. They just get captured, and there's just like plot convenience that they just get captured, and it's like. Also, how the fuck does he know that they're Jake Sully's kids?
because of blue. They're the only
But so
blue.
are the other ones.
No, but
they're all-
they're the only dark blue people in the water.
No, the first time.
Oh no, he doesn't know. I don't think he knows.
No, he
until,
does.
No, he doesn't know until he starts talking or something.
What?
Because there's like some dialogue scenes. First of all, it just starts capturing them and just goes, "Oh, where is he? Where is
No,
this
he
person?"
doesn't.
He does. He doesn't. He doesn't know straight away that that's Jake Sully's kids. He figures it
No,
out
he knows
from.
immediately that they're Jake Sully.
No, he doesn't. I watched it
He
this
does.
morning. He doesn't.
Okay, I watched it a week ago, but I'm pretty sure he does.
No, he doesn't.
I'll see if Wikipedia.
No, it's the son starts talking. I think the son starts talking to his father or something, and then he figures out like, "Oh, you're talking to your father. Tell me where he is." Basically, the kid's an
Who
idiot.
recognizes him as his son.
Well, yeah, because the kid's talking to his father.
No, he's not, though.
He does.
Oh, he is. Oh, wait, no, Quaritch recognizes his son. Okay, I read that wrong. Quaritar. I hate every single character's name in this movie. I struggle to fucking remember. We had a fucking, 5-minute discussion because you thought the character's Kiri's name was Kitty.
Yeah, but so did you. Don't just say
Yeah.
that. You also thought it sounded like
Yeah, I
Kitty.
also thought it, but I looked it up and I went, oh, that's Sigourney Weaver's character. And then there's also Took as well. I feel like they're just dumb names. Like, James Cameron just smashed his face on a keyboard and just went, yep, this is my character's name. I know it's a meme at this point, I've said it, but trying to name a character in Avatar, and people struggle. This one, I don't think anyone's gonna remember the name of the kids. I don't think
No.
anyone's gonna. I don't remember the war captain's name. I don't remember. Also, Jake Sully gets to give a nice introduction to them. I think it's Kate Winslet who's the wife of the leader. Also, look, I want to know something, James Cameron. Why do you insist that your actors had to spend 7 minutes underwater for this thing? When it's look, I get it, but why? Because I didn't notice, and they all had their mouths open. And look, I get it, they're all swimming, but it's all fake CGI, so you don't have to. You could get a few seconds of them swimming, and then it's fine. You don't need to make them swim for 7 minutes, holding their breath. I don't get it. Minute max. You don't need 7 minutes to do a shot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she has seizures as well, the daughter.
Yeah, but that's never brought up again. Happens once.
Also, the doctor's like, if she does this again, she'll die. And then she just does it, and it's like, oh, well, I guess she doesn't die.
Yeah, it's like, what? The whole point of that was just to get what was this guy's name? The corporal to find Jake Sully. That's the only reason she gets seizures. But other than that, it's not explained anywhere. There's no development in this film.
Also,
obviously, that's going to come into this next sequels, right? But this film is...
Look, there's so much setup that they have to do, but it's so boring, the setup, and it makes the movie so much dumber.
I've got another question for you.
Yes, go for it.
Is this better or worse than Alita Battle Angel?
Oh, you bastard.
They're very similar sort of things happen in both films.
Both
clearly
of
just
James
sequel bait and
Oh,
nothing
did you
happens.
see James Cameron and fucking what's his face who directed it swore a blood oath that they're bringing the sequel to Alita Battle Angel? I'm so annoyed. Oh,
what do you
fuck.
mean?
What do I hate more? I don't think I hate this movie as much as I hate Alita Battle Angel. Alita Battle Angel is on another level of how shit it is.
I would argue though.
This doesn't have. Oh no, because they both have fucking shit CGI weird characters. Oh, my brain. I don't think I hated this as much as I hated Alita Battle Angel.
Okay, which is the better
Because I
film,
didn't
though?
come out of the cinema angry.
No, but was that because
I came out of the cinema with Alita Battle Angel like absolutely. You saw my rant when I did it.
Yeah,
in
I
the
did.
fucking...
But did you have higher expectations going into Alita Battle Angel than you did going to?
I was
Avatar?
looking forward to it.
Exactly, but you weren't looking forward to Avatar.
Yeah, but I don't think that.
So that's the difference, right? You were probably more angry because how bad it was, and you were looking forward to it. Whereas Avatar,
No, because I also didn't really have any expectations for Alita Battle Angel. I just went in going, this looked okay. No, Alita Battle Angel is still worse.
but it's close.
But I've watched Alita Battle Angel more. Alita Battle Angel made me go back because I had to go and write every single plot point of how shit that movie was. And if you want to hear that list, we have a commentary on it. So go watch that or listen to that. No, I think that has more. I hate the characters in that more than I do this. Yeah, no, I don't remember any of the characters. I feel like this is more forgettable. Whereas
Yeah,
I
this is
have
very forgettable.
I have visceral reactions every time I think about Alita Battle Angel. Because my brain just flicks to a scene that I hated in Alita Battle Angel. My brain just can't remember anything about this movie. So, yeah, I still reckon Alita Battle Angel is my top worst movie ever created. And fuck you, James Cameron, because you've brought both of them into my life. Did you like the big whale?
I did not care.
Did you like his outcast relationship with the son? Because the son's an outcast, even though his dad brought him with him everywhere, and just for some odd reason blamed him for every mistake. Was that kid meant to be the younger brother?
I don't know anymore. If I'm completely honest, this has been an experience that I will never forget. I will never forget how much I want to forget it.
Look, I have given you a free pass not to watch any of the other ones because we're not covering it. I don't care about the views. I don't care if this part. Look, okay, what we'll do is if we ever get to 10,000 views, we will
2
go
years.
watch it.
2 years,
In 2 years,
10,000 views.
10,000 views.
I thought you were going to, motivate me to put more effort into this podcast, but that's not going to help.
No.
In fact, that's the exact opposite. I thought we just stop doing the podcast now.
Look, if we get... Okay, how about this? 10,000 views on this episode.
Sure, to get 10,000 views on this episode, I will happily do Avatar 2 because that ain't happening.
Avatar 3.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Look, I don't expect any of that to happen. I don't expect this podcast to get big enough for that to happen. But if some people hate us enough that they want us to go and watch it in 2 years, you have 2 years from now to make us watch Avatar 3 because this episode hits 10,000 views.
You know what to do.
That is,
you know what to do.
that is your goal. If you hate us that much and you want us to suffer, we will go watch Avatar 3 for 10K. Which you'd think most Twitch podcasts and stuff hit that in like a day.
Yeah,
We're
it's
gonna
not
hit
us.
that in 2 years. So if we suddenly become super popular, hey, great for us. That's good. I'll happily do it. But yeah. God, I hope that doesn't happen. Because people would have to go back and listen, which is also good. Oh, should we talk box office?
Yeah, so it's made 600 million already.
Yeah. Unsurprising. I'm curious to see the drop off. If
I
it
reckon
has
it
one.
might drop after December. In January, I think it's just going to be dead.
Yeah.
Because
I
everyone's
don't
going to
know.
be...
I feel like it's gonna drop because of Christmas, because no one's gonna be going to the cinemas. Because like, but then again, I have seen that sometimes that happens. Aquaman 2 made $1 billion because it was released at Christmas. So there's nothing out. People go and watch movies, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone's going to rewatch this film. Like,
I
no
don't
one's
think
gonna...
this movie's releasing in China, which is gonna hurt it.
Yeah.
I gotta find out. Is Avatar 2?
Technically, it's not like against your oppressors or anything.
Will show in cinemas around the world.
I don't see why I wouldn't.
Zero COVID pivot. Keep China. Okay, hang on. Will open in that territory on December 16, the same day it premieres in the US. Okay. Releases is a no-brainer. Impressive numbers in China. Yeah, okay, I feel like it is releasing in China then. Long awaited. No one was waiting for this movie. Fuck off.
No, some people were. Don't know why.
Did you see that? Did you see that people were for the first one, people were like experiencing depression because they couldn't live in the world of Pandora, and then like there was like communities and stuff to like cope, and like fucking come together to like help them with their problem of like what's it. And then apparently, like before the release of Avatar, people were going, "Look, I can't go through that again, but I'm gonna go watch the movie again. Like they'll watch the movie." And I'm like, God damn it. I don't get people. I look, if people like this world, great. It's fucking boring as fuck to me. I'm glad people are liking it. I feel like this movie will hit $1 billion. I don't know if it will hit $2 billion.
No,
I would be surprised. I don't know if we're in an economic situation. I just don't think there's enough people who care. But then again, this is the most generic movie in the world. And so with the first one, and generic shit makes bank. Aquaman 2, generic as fuck. Made $1 billion. It's also got water in it.
Makes all the difference.
People love water for some reason. Avatar 2, Black Panther 2, Aquaman 2.
Do you have anything else to talk about? I'm done, I think, for my points.
I'm glad there wasn't an end credit scene. Because I was not going to stick around for the credits.
Yeah, it was too long.
I feel the ending is shit, because it's just the same as the first movie where it zooms into his eyes.
Danny, this whole film's bad.
Yes. But like it starts the same and it ends the same, so it's very
no. It ends with him living with the water tribe. That's the only difference.
No, because at the end it zooms in on his eyes again, and that's the end of the movie. And then first one, it zooms in on his eyes, and it's the end of the movie. I hope the third one ends on a zoom in of his eyes. Yeah, this has been Avatar 2, Electric Boogaloo.
This is taken out of me. I can't lie. I'm a bit tired now.
And this is your Christmas gift. We went and watched a movie that we both... Look, I went in trying to be nice. Dan went in trying to be okay, I guess.
Trying to not feel like this.
He already heard my opinion. Like, he already heard my, reaction. So I think he went in with the expectations lowered.
My expectations were low.
Yeah.
And they were so low... It still came out exactly how I expected. Which is disappointing when by itself. It's disappointed it came in how I expected it to go.
Yeah. Look, I mean... I think if you like the first one, you'll like this.
I don't think that's true. I spoke to people who like the first one, and they don't like this. That's not the case here. I think if you're the person who just likes looking at visual effects for 3 hours, if you find it enjoyable to go around a TV department store and just look at these travel TVs for 3 hours, you'll enjoy this.
Yeah. They did
because that's all that happens
so dirty in this movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, she gets, like, nothing in this movie to do. And then I guess they did her better than the first one, because the first one she just cries all the time. With that weird, ugly cry that they do. But she does shout a lot. Like, I'm not saying that's a bad thing and women can't do that, but she does. Like, she just gets relegated to just sad crying and upset that they leave their home, and then she's like, I hate humans. She just gets nothing. Like, she gets one moment with her daughter, and then the next moment, it's like her daughter hates everything and wants to die again or whatever. Same with the son. Jake Sully gets one moment with his kid, and it's like, you're the shittest kid I've ever had, and I hate you. And then his kid goes and does something. Also, why the fuck are you not backing your son in a fight? Like, he just doesn't believe his kid. Like, his kid in the fucking thing. When that, like, you gotta have, like, some respect for your kid that you fight a tribes leader if you love your family that much. But he's just like, no. I'm backing down. I don't care. Find somewhere else. Like, if you love your kids that much, just go find somewhere else. But no, you can't do that because it's a fucking movie where you have to fucking pretend that you love your family for 2 hours. Anyway, we're done.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm done. I've lost all sense of this.
Yeah. Thank you for listening. If this gets 10K, we'll watch the next one. You have 2 years to do it. You have 2 years to achieve the impossible. Share with your friends. Link us on social media. Put us in other group chats devoted to how much people love Avatar, and just let them come and shit on us.
Yeah, sure.
Get the views. It will get the views. Put it on Twitter, because now that has a view counter. For some reason. But yeah, I have released us from our bond, Dan, until the Avatar community comes and wraps us back up again.
I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that.
Right. Do you know what's fun, Dan?
What's that?
Star Wars is next.
Oh, goody. Can't wait.
You
I
got a
think
year
Star
and then
Wars is
it's
going to be
Star
better than this. It has
Yeah.
to be, right? It can't be
Who
worse.
knows? It might not even come out, because it's apparently meant to be the Taika Waititi one, and that's not even started filming yet. So
Oh, okay.
you
Maybe it's not.
might be able to get away with it, Dan. You might not have to have a Star Wars movie.
Maybe it'd be Avatar 3.
No, because that's still filming.
Oh, I
He's
thought,
apparently filmed stuff. He's doing everything back to back because the technology's finally there. Anyway, we're done. Fuck it. I'm not talking about this movie anymore. I'm
Yeah,
done.
let's go.
I'm sick of
Right.
it.
We've got one more TBO of the year, right?
Yes, and that's our end of year wrap up.
Should be fun.
Yeah. We haven't recorded it yet, and this is going probably at the bottom. Who knows? We'll see where it places. Check it out. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Have a lovely Christmas.
Oh,
New
yeah, Merry
Year,
Christmas.
Happy holidays. We will see you in the next one, and then see you in the new year. Goodbye.
Peace out.